Hi everyone, this is Marianne and welcome to my channel. I have gotten some questions recently about cutting off completely the edges of the laminated dividers that I have made for my disc-bound planners. The videos about me making the dividers are already up on my channel and I will link them down below. But here are the dividers that I made recently, and these are made of a single sheet of paper and then laminated. But as you can see, they do not have that extra few millimeters all around the edge that people usually leave on when cutting the laminated project to the final size after the lamination step. Instead, I cut off the lamination edges completely so that the dividers will be the exact same dimensions as my planner inserts or planner pages. That was my purpose. And as you can see here, I have achieved that purpose. And a couple of people were asking if the dividers would come apart. They don't, because all of the dividers that I make are made up of only a single sheet of paper. You will see the process of me making the dividers in the videos that I mentioned earlier. And these are the dividers that I made last December 2021, which was a year ago, and which I have been using extensively on my planners since that day, since the day that I made these, up until a few days ago. So I have pretty much been using them for 365 days, technically a year. And each of these dividers is made out of a single sheet of tracing paper that I printed an image on and then laminated. So these look as if they are two-sided because there's a pattern on both the front and the back, but it's really just one sheet of tracing paper. Tracing paper is semi-transparent, so whatever you print on one side will be visible on the back. So, like I said, this is just a single sheet of tracing paper that I printed on and which I laminated, and then I cut off the edges completely all around, as you can see, to completely remove the laminated edges. My purpose for cutting off the laminated edges completely here on these dividers was the same. I wanted all of my dividers to be the same dimensions as my planner inserts and planner pages. After a year of use, these dividers have not come apart. Some of them have corners that are peeling, but not all of their corners are peeling, only teeny tiny parts of some of the corners. And I didn't even notice that the corners of some of them were peeling until I was filming this clip for this video because a couple of people were asking. All I know at that time is that they did not come apart on me the whole time I was using them, but now I see the tiny bits of some of the corners were peeling. Obviously, that didn't bother me. I never even noticed. And so, based on my long-term experience, like my 1 year experience of doing this method, I can conclude that we can get away with cutting off the edges of the lamination completely and it will not come apart. However, there are three different situations that you need to consider, or three different things that you need to consider if you want to do this. First, you should be laminating only one sheet of paper. If you are laminating two sheets of paper together, this will not work. You will need the sealed laminated edges. But if you're laminating just one sheet like I have with a tracing paper and also my current dividers that are recently made that are also just made of one sheet of paper, you can get away with not having that sealed extra edge. Second, you should not need waterproofing or water resistance on the laminated items because obviously if you spill any fluid on these like coffee or water, the fluid can seep through the unsealed edges into the paper. If you need your laminated items to be waterproof or water resistant, you need that sealed extra edge. Third, the laminated item should not be an external cover. I have here a set of covers that are also laminated, and this is just one sheet of photo paper that I printed an image on, and I laminated it and cut off the laminated edges completely, And I used this as an external cover on my planner for a couple of months, but it did not stand up to the usual wear and tear of an external cover. As you can see, the corners here are peeling so badly that I actually noticed this. When I saw this, I changed the covers and kept the sealed lamination edge on in the next covers that I made. Because if it is an external cover, you need the extra lamination edge, just like what I did here. These are some of the laminated covers that I made for my transformer planner. They all have the sealed lamination edge on 3 of the 4 sides because these were going to function as external covers, and these are also made up of 2 sheets. There is a cardstock sheet behind the photo paper. I have a video of how I made these and I will link it down below. And so because these are made of 2 sheets of paper, I had to leave the laminated sealed edges on 3 of the sides. However, I still cut off the laminated sealed edge on the one side where the discs will go because I want the image on that side to align with the inner edges of all of the pages and inserts in my planners. Here's the cover that I made recently for my planner. It has a sealed lamination edge on the 3 sides, but no sealed edge on this side where the discs are, because if I leave a laminated edge on there, there will be a small sliver of this side that will be transparent, and I will be able to see the paper behind it peeking through, and I just don't like the look. However, because the discs will keep the laminated paper in place, it's okay that the extra edge is not on here. At least I think. So to summarize and to address the question that is on the title of this video, when is it okay to cut off completely the sealed edge of your laminated papers? It is okay to do that if your project falls under any of these 3 situations. Number 1, if you're laminating only a single sheet of paper. Number 2, if you do not need your laminated item to be waterproof or water resistant. And number 3, if your laminated item will stay inside your planner and will not be on the outside like an external cover. I do like the protection that lamination gives, and it certainly makes paper last so much longer. And that's really why I still continue laminating stuff. But sometimes the sealed edges that stick out bothers me, and so this is the compromise that I was able to make with lamination. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions or any suggestions at all about this, please leave them down in the comments and I will address them as I receive them. Thanks for watching. Bye.